Well, guys, it's official. Low and slow is a little bit lower. Well, actually, it's not any lower, but it looks cool, which makes it kind of look lower. So check it out. Here's the big reveal. Hey guys, Mike here. Welcome back to another episode of Mike the Truck Nut. So, what are we doing today? You know, I'm just up to all sorts of fun stuff. Look what we got here. We got low and slow. And we're pulling the wheels off. And you say, Mike, why are you pulling the wheels off? Well, let me tell you. This is why we're pulling the wheels off. We're going to put some new wheels on them. You might ask, why are we putting, what? I'm in the dark there. Why are we putting new wheels on low and slow? Well, because I got the wheels for Smokey, and Smokey doesn't need the wheels right now. So, in the name of science, I've got the guys from W Star Wheel here, and we're gonna put some wheels on low and slow. And then maybe we'll put them on this one later. So I think that's the plan. That's kind of my plan. That's my plan. So, but they're too cool to not, you know, show them. So anyways, we're going to dismount the ugly steel wheels that were on the inside. You know, they're not bad, but, and these ones were machine finish. If you remember, they are machine finish. They still are. So these ones I'm putting on the inside because they're not pretty, but oh, let me tell you, what we have coming next is fantastic. And big shout out to W Star Wheel for hooking us up with some really cool wheels. So I'm gonna pull another wheel off, and they should be here soon. And then they're gonna show us what the benefit of a W Star wheel is. And let me tell you, it's gonna be cool. It's kind of a secret. Well, it's not really a secret. Well, it's kind of a surprise, but it's not really a surprise because if you keep watching, you're gonna see it. So anyways, I'm gonna pull a wheel off. So if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you'll know or remember that I got these wheels here and I only had 2 of them. And these are actually a W Star wheel. The writing's on the inside, but when I got these wheels, and of course I only have 2 of them, I reached out to Star Wheel and I said, you know, how do I get more wheels? And anyways, John reached out to me. He says, Mike, we're gonna help you out. We're gonna show you how to get more wheels. So I talked to him, and we've been collaborating a little bit on something fun to do for Smokey. Smokey's not gonna be ready on time. Mind you, I don't know that I really had time. I mean, I kind of wanted to have it done now, so I mean, that's kind of the plan. But in the meantime, we're gonna put the wheels on low and slow because low and slow deserves to have all new aluminum wheels. And if you guys like them, and we like them if we like them for Smokey, we'll just transfer them over to Smokey when Smokey's done, and then we'll put shiny ones back on low and slow. So, meantime, I better go help Dad because, you know, he's taking charge and he doesn't need to be doing that when I could be doing it. All right, let me in here. Oh, those are heavy.
Oh, I know they're heavy. Trust me. That's gotta go to the other side.
Because these are the Michelin X-Works D. And they are a great tire, a heavy lug tire, but they're heavy, and what I'm trying to say is they last really well. It's the end of the day, guys. I could be a little bit, I don't know what I'm talking about. Do I know what I'm talking about?
Not if I was 40 years younger.
Oh, I'm not 40 years younger.
No, you're only 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Because then you'd be 90. If he's 90, then...
I feel like 90. Hey, lean it up somewhere, or lay it down.
So something that's... Huh, that's noisy. Go out here. So, fun thing is happening tomorrow, which tomorrow will be the next video for you guys. We're getting stripes put on Duke. I know. Well, actually, it's probably... Well, I'm going to take it there tomorrow, but I think they're doing it the day after tomorrow. And you know what? We're going with Dad's design. Yeah. You guys spoke like 99% to 1 that you like Dad's design. So I'm going to put the decals, decals for Canadians, on the side of Duke, and I've got them all singled out so that we can sandblast and paint the frame. And you know, he drives pretty good singled out. It's kind of fun. You can do like burnouts, but I need tires. I do need tires for this truck, so, but don't know if I'm going to be able to get to it right away, but the plan is getting to it very soonish. So that's what we're gonna do. Sandblast and paint the frame. First we're doing decals. So, and I gotta turn the lights off so the batteries don't die. I actually drove it to work today. It was fantastic. And I drove low and slow to work the other day too, so. But I need to find a blanket for mounting up the new wheels. Because you know what's so cool about the new wheels? They're red. I know what you guys are saying, Mike. Some of us didn't like the red wheels that were on before, but you know what? These W-Star wheels, they're anodized red. So, you know, I could leave them in the box and wait until Smokey's done to put them on, but that's no fun. So we're gonna put them on low and slow, because, you know, low and slow is white and red, and it's gonna look awesome. So anyways, I'm gonna dismount another tire so that I can put the red wheels on when John and Patrick show up with the wheels. I know, it's so exciting.
Good luck, Porsche.
You want to do another one?
So anyways, guys, exciting news. I got John and Patrick are here. There's some wheels. I know. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. You know, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I'm a little excited. Can you tell? I'm a little excited. But so they brought me 22.5 by 8.5, bunch of millimeter stuff that I don't fully understand yet. And this is the best part. Check this out.
Package.
Well packaged. OMG. Check that out. Oh my gosh. Like, that's the stuff you see in Texas on like super trucks and stuff that Troy Massey would have. And don't get me wrong, Troy Massey is a great guy, which is why he probably has these wheels. But yeah, anyways, guys, this is John from
Hey guys.
W-Star Wheel. So, do you have any information on this, John, you would like to share with the viewers?
Of course, I mean, this is our signature wheel. Why? Because the oval hole is our best feature for that wheel. Like we said before, oval hole gave us a better cooling of the wheel, meaning the lips, the beads here will wear out a little bit slower because of the temperature of the wheel.
Okay.
Because if you have a lot of cooling in the wheel, that's mean all the product will stay cooler. That's mean less wear. So our wheel is designed to at least last another 30% longer.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, and part of how I got connected with Star Wheel, W-Star.
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 Yeah.
Is that how we find you on the internet? WStar
USA.com.
USA.com.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. And
And it's actually written, I'm just going to flip you up right there, WStarWheel.com. So anyways, how we connected is we actually had one of these wheels at Peterbilt. And if you remember a few videos ago, like I said earlier, I put it on and I wanted to get some more. So I reached out and John got a hold of me and we were talking about a more durable wheel for our vocational logging customers, because we're going through a lot of cheap Chinese wheels. I mean, everybody knows it. You buy a cheap Chinese wheel, but the problem is they crack and they don't last. And one of the things that we have is the beads wear out, and you guys know what it's like to have your beads wear out. And that's what's interesting when John talks about the cooling from the oval holes, because when I saw the oval holes, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was because it's cool, because nobody has it, but apparently there's function to that. So
yes, there's function, cooling, and the way the hole is shaped.
Yeah.
It's giving us the opportunity to empty the wheel from water, debris, sand, whatever it's in there, to rotation of the wheel, and it's out. Imagine that. There's no vibration causing of whatever it's in there, because
right.
our competition, we have to talk about the competition a little bit. You could have a 1/3 of a pound of debris water that could stay in your wheel.
Yeah, right.
That's unbalancing the wheel. So we wanted to get rid of that situation. So the way we built our wheel, we shaped the hole to empty it like that. To rotation, it's gone.
So you guys that are down south probably wouldn't experience that as much as us up here. If you Google any logging or oil patch videos, you'll see they're full of mud. And I think what, John's talking about with these oval wheels, and I'm just going to tip in here, but the oval goes right to the bottom. So this is the tiny lip. And so if there's debris there, it's going to clean itself right out. My gosh, look at that. It's just so beautiful. Oh, thanks, Patrick. So here's the side profile. And if we look and compare, you can see this wheel. Of course, this is a competing brand. You fill up with the dirt and you've got your oval hole here, but the hole's small and it doesn't clean out well. Whereas you look at the W-Star wheel, look at how that cleans out. But, and something that I noticed when I mounted those other ones was the lip, because it's really clean. Now, I know this isn't, it's for like, okay, let's face it. I'm talking about looks now. So the one thing that I really noticed that I liked about it is when you look at the lip, how nice that is, where you don't have that little divot. And if you're building a show truck or anything like that, it's the little details that matter. And John was explaining that was done on purpose, not for looks. I know they could have done it for looks because it looks really good, but it increases, look at the thickness of the bead there, like the material for the bead of your wheel compared to there. So these two wheels, correct me if I'm wrong, John, but were these two wheels on a truck for
3 years?
3 years.
So that those wheels work together, because we need to make a very precise test.
Right.
So these wheels have 650,000 kilometer on it.
So that'd be approximately 475, 500, probably about 500,000 miles.
Yeah. So you could see that aluminum one, it doesn't have no more life into it, because now this is wear out. Us, we still have some left.
That's quite impressive if we get right in close and look and compare the two. Now, the other thing that John was saying, being that these two wheels were run like side by side, the one thing that I was concerned about with the anodized, is it anodizing or is it a coating?
It's a coating.
It's a coating, okay.
Yeah, I mean, we like to be the chief, like cooking class. So we cook the wheel after we coat it with our color and the clear. We cook the wheel for 4 hours to make it stick to the wheel and make a strong
Okay, perfect. Because I was calling it anodized, but it's not anodized. That's like the mag wheels I had on my 64 Impala back in the 80s. Because, it was cool back in the 80s. Well, and it's cool today, but it's technology. We don't anodize things anymore. So that's good to know, because The one thing that I was concerned about was how durable it would be, because, you know, they look so good. I'm a little afraid of like scratching and pitting and all the rest of it. But we're looking at these wheels, and I didn't believe, John, that these two wheels ran together. So when we look at it, this wheel actually has the Durabrite finish. And the interesting thing is, one of the reasons why I don't run Durabrites on our logging trucks is because of this right here, is how it sandpapers it, and the finish, it's not shiny anymore. Where this wheel, this has got the same duration of work. Now it does have some chipping on the color, but the color's still there. So, you know, if we give it the 10 feet away look after 3 years, it's still red. And the reason why there's scratches here is, of course, to make it fair, they actually ran the wheels outside inside. And you can tell that because you can see the marks there from when it was run on the inside up against the brake drum. And rocks got in there and scratched that off. So if you run if you run your colored wheel on the inside, that could happen. But look at that. Like that right there has 500,000 miles on it. So that's impressive. So that's one of the things that really got me. And I guess, you know, I know I sound like I know it all, but I really don't. I noticed when I put it on that it was kind of thicker, because I don't know if you guys remember, I was trying to see if I could put the wheel on without putting longer studs on, and I couldn't. But the one thing I did notice was that the W-Star wheel is actually thicker. And if we compare the two like that, you can see the thickness in the wheel. And you can also see the thickness in the wheel right here where your bead sits. And interestingly enough, they've got the extra divot here to hold your bead, which adds more support.
More strength.
More strength. So like when you look right here, there's your wear from your dirt and debris from the bead on the W-Star wheel, and this is from the competitor's wheel. Quite a difference. So, yeah. And from what I understand, John, have you had one of these wheels crack ever yet?
So far, no, because we have over 100,000 wheel on the ground.
Wow.
And we have like tough, rugged transport company that do shake them a lot, and we didn't crack them yet.
Nice.
We didn't. And we tested them where? In Canada, where it's cold, where we're pulling with 4 or 5 axle, we're really heavy trucks, very heavy trucks. And we're doing like gravel pits where we load trucks and we, you know, turn around here and there, and it never cracked. So
That's
we
awesome.
do have something that's gonna last. I mean, and what about people, sometimes they says, hey, is it green for the environment?
Never thought of that.
Never thought about it. But if you last longer and don't crack them, I mean, safety, and you're gonna use them for a longer period. That's mean you don't need to change and need to, you know, waste.
So on average, would you say these last 2/3 longer than a regular wheel before wearing out in the same conditions?
Yes, in the same condition, almost 2/3.
Wow.
Yes.
So for guys like myself and a lot of you guys where we are fixing up old trucks, lots of times you get an old truck and the beads are already done. Or if you've got a fleet and you buy a new truck and your beads wear out before you're done with your truck, you got to buy new wheels. And that's where a lot of people are buying the most affordable wheel without doing any research. But if you do a little bit of research, you can get a really good wheel that's going to last you for the rest of the life of the truck, and especially if you put it on a Cabover, because I plan on having this till I die. Well, maybe not, but well, yeah, maybe, probably maybe. But yeah, no, that's fantastic. And I know people are going to ask me, John, some don't like red. If some crazy person doesn't like red and they want a different color, what other colors do we?
We do have blue,
Blue,
orange,
orange, ooh,
black, blackish.
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 So that'd be kind of like a, black chrome-ish?
Black chromage, but don't forget to achieve that color. There's nothing black. So depending of, you know, the sun when it hit the wheel, sometimes it's going to be deep purple.
Oh, okay.
No lights, they're dark black.
Nice.
But you could see the shine, and obviously we do have polished wheel. I mean, our main product is polished wheel with a clear coating. Same coating as that we cook,
Okay.
but it's chrome, like our competition, well, Durabri. So we do have.
So do all the polished wheels have the coating on them?
Nope.
Okay.
Some they don't want them. They just want polished wheel. They don't
Okay.
pay the extra. I mean, it's all about the budget, and you know.
And I know the other thing we talked about, because I know there's a lot of you out there that maybe don't like the oval hole and just want a round hole. Do you offer a round hole wheel?
We do have round hole, of
Okay,
course,
perfect.
and it does work as same as the oval hole. Eject everything what's in the wheel into rotation. The cooling a little bit less because the oval hole have more space for air to get in. So we're talking about probably 30% cooling compared to competition, but this one is more about almost 48% cooler than the other guys.
Wow. And some that I should, mention, guys, getting a little bit nerdy about truck stuff here, but with a 22.5 wheel, the one issue with a 22.5 wheel over like a 24.5 wheel, a lot of you down south don't necessarily run a 24.5 wheel. You'll run a 22. They're cheaper. For one thing, the tires are cheaper. It's a lower profile. But the problem with a 22.5 wheel is it's closer to your brake drum.
Yeah.
So the extra cooling that John's talking about is actually fantastic because, especially, I was going to say especially in hot climates, but I mean, really anywhere you are where your brakes get hot, the thing you need is cooling. Because if you do get your brakes warm, the only thing that's going to cool it is air. So if your wheels are running 40% cooler, is it 40% cooler, John, or is it 60% cooler?
40.
Okay.
It's 40. Yeah.
My salesman was acting up there where I think 40 and I automatically go to 60%. So, I round up. It's kind of like Andrew when I say, how much is the truck? Well, it's only $40,000, not 60. Anyways, segue. But yeah, so that's fantastic because if your wheels are cooler, or if your wheels are cooler, they're not going to wear out as much. If your wheels are running cooler, it's going to cool your brakes more. And with 22.5s, that is absolutely critical. 24.5s, you have a little bit more air because, when you think about it, your brake drum is going to be sitting right in there. So, and actually the other problem we have with 22.5 wheels is they get full of mud and it's really hard to get it out. So the fact that these things clean themselves out after 2 revolutions is fantastic. Now, if we could just get someone to wash the truck. Do you have anybody to wash the truck?
Well, I wash the truck myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I just got to go visit John and, he'll wash my truck, right?
Of course.
We saw it here first. Actually, once I get these wheels on, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be washing it myself a lot. But no, that's absolutely fantastic. Why don't we mount one up
and see how it looks?
See how it looks. Yeah. Alrighty, let's do this. We actually got one on the ground over here. Now, the one thing, of course, with the coated finish, we want to protect it as much as possible. So you guys that watched the video and gave me heck for dropping the wheel on the ground, I'm learning. I read the comments, I listen to you guys. Sometimes I'm a little lazy. I know, I was shocked too, but it happens. So I don't want to muck these wheels up. When they ship them, they come with like a little blankie, which is nice and soft, but I pulled the blanket out of the truck because there's just nothing too good for a pretty wheel like this, just to protect it. Cardboard might work, but I'm not risking it for the biscuit. So I got a carpet underneath, we got the blanket, and now we're gonna put a Michelin, well, you know what I said, they're X-Works Ds, big bad boys. Yeah, because, well, that's what I was able to get a deal on at work, so that's why I got them. But okay, let's mount one up.
Which rotation you need?
This one is gonna be on that side of the truck, so I have to do it this way. It's going to be the outside going, yeah. It's not too bad on the first 2 because you got an option of 4. So you got 2 times you can do it wrong. But it's when you get to the last one you don't want to do it wrong. So we better watch myself. You know what? I'm going to do it this way so that if the wheel moves a bit, I got a little... Spin it on. Butter! Butter! That was so easy. And I like easy. Put that one in and do one last maybe.
There it is.
That went on really well. Just perfect. Yep. Perfect.
Perfecto. There it is. See, by covering with the Gorilla Tape, we don't have any scratches.
That's perfect.
Because there, you know, the last two stroke, there's so much pressure. I mean, there's nothing that will resist.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
that's why we had to put some Gorilla Tape to absorb and make sure we don't scratch when we did the two last one. See, it proved that.
Didn't you say, John, you were coming out with a plastic tool to protect it as well?
Yes, to cover the tip of your bar. We are working on a good plastic that will resist that pressure. So far, we're not there yet. So
Okay.
that's why we're using Gorilla Tapes to make it work. Yeah.
And the other thing is, guys, if you take it to a shop to do it, they got machines. So take it to a shop. Or you can bring it here and I'll charge you $500 a wheel because I got to make a lot of money if I'm going to do your tires. I can tell you that much. Perfect. Okay. I'm putting 80 PSI in. It's 80 PSI. It's like John was talking. This is kind of neat. So I don't know, zoom in there. Zoom in. See, it's got a little doo-doo. So I actually, I don't know if you know this. Well, you don't because I didn't record it, but when I took Low and Slow to work the other day to get my Peterbilt 362 windshields, and actually, if any of you are in Alberta or British Columbia and you need a Peterbilt 362 windshield that's this wide, I got a spare. I've actually got 4. Yeah, so I'll make you a good deal because I have some spares. But anyways, I had a low tire, so I aired it up, and Dan, our mechanic's like, you don't even have to take the cap off and air that up. So I was like, yeah, so that's what I did. So I should probably check and see if there's something. Yeah, anyways, it's fine. I aired it up. It'll be fine. So, telling you, you got to think of these things. Well, I don't have to think about it, but I'm glad that somebody thought about it, so then I don't have to think about it. So, now we're going to go put it on. Telling you, Low and Slow is getting some loving today. Now this is where it's going to be a little bit careful. Dad's got it jacked way up in the air.
So make it lower down.
Yeah,
Just a bit.
just a little bit.
Yeah. How about that?
A little bit more. That's good. Perfect.
Now watch over your valve stem. Where is that?
One's over here. Oh wow, that is really easy.
There it is.
Yeah, one there and one there. Good enough, ski. Oh, I almost hate to put these wheel nuts on. But at least it's only going to mark where the wheel nuts are, right?
Yep.
Well, guys, it's official. Low and Slow is a little bit lower. Well, actually, it's not any lower, but it looks cool, which makes it kind of look lower. So check it out. Here's the big reveal. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. That is super cool. Check out these back ones. The way the sun's reflecting off of it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool. I mean, what other color would you want to have? Well, I mean, you might like blue. You know, it might look good to have blue on Duke, but oh, check it out. That is just so cool. You know what? I really want to thank Patrick and John for working with me to help me get the red colored wheels that I always wanted for the truck. And my plan was to put these on Smoky to go with the red frame. And I'm gonna see if I can get some red caps to go with it, and we'll see what you guys think. Do you like it with the chrome caps? Or actually they're stainless steel. Or would you like to have aluminum colored ones the same as the wheels? So, but I just love it. And you know what? We'll either leave these on low and slow, or maybe we'll put them on Smoky. I mean, they were for Smoky, but I kind of like them on low and slow, not gonna lie. Because look at that. Oh my gosh, that is just beautiful. I love it. And check out, this is what he was talking about with them not holding stuff. So like when dirt or water sits, well, water can't sit there because the hole is like it's, yeah, look at that. Awesome. Awesome. So awesome. So anyways, guys, that's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe down below. We'll see you in the next one. And tell me, should we put these wheels on Smoky, or should we ask John if we could get some polished ones to go with the other polished wheels? Or maybe some black ones. Because I was thinking about doing Smoky a different color than red. Well, no, not the frame. I'm going to keep the frame red, but let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. I'm tired. I'm going home. Supper time. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to thank John for coming out from W Star Wheel USA. Once again, if you want to look it up, WStarusa.com. WStarusa.com. I was getting my USA in the wrong spot, but yeah, WStarusa.com. Thanks again, John.
Thanks a lot,
It was
Mike.
a pleasure working with you.
Yes.
And yeah, I look forward to seeing more trucks on the road with the W Star wheels because they look fantastic. So anyways, guys, take care. Thanks for watching. And now we got, more work to do.